Welcome to our lesson on scientific notation. In this video, we will be adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing with scientific notation. So let's go ahead and start with adding and subtracting. In order to add or subtract values written in scientific notation, the numbers must have the same power of 10. And so if the powers of 10 are the same, we're just going to simply add or subtract the numbers out front and keep the power of 10 the same. Now, I'm going to explain why that process works. So when I see this problem, what I'm thinking in my head, I'm just going to kind of draw these thought bubbles. What I'm thinking in my head is I'm thinking about combining like terms, something that we learned about at the beginning of the school year. So I'm kind of thinking 6.2 times x times a number plus 2.3 times x times a number. Now, this is a very similar problem to what I actually see, 6.2 times 10 to the 8th, because 10 to the 8th could just be my value of x. Because I have the same variable, the same terms, like terms, I can just combine them and go ahead and say 8.5x. Now, the reason I was showing that to you is to prove why what I'm about to do works. So if we look at this actual problem, 6.2 times 10 to the 8th plus 2.3 times 10 to the 8th, we can actually just go ahead and add 6.2 plus 2.3 and then multiply it by 10 to the 8th power. So 6.2 plus 2.3 is 8.5 times 10 to the 8th power. Okay, and so that's our final answer, and that is in scientific notation. Now I'm just going to go one more detail on this. Another proof that this works is that you can actually distribute, and it would be 6.2 times 10 to the 8th plus 2.3 times 10 to the 8th. So again, those are just kind of examples of why the process works. When we're adding and subtracting, if they have the same power of 10, we can just add or subtract the numbers out front and then keep that power of 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at number 2 then. Now that we know the rule that we can just kind of combine the numbers or subtract the numbers out front, we see 9 times 10 to the negative third minus 4 times 10 to the negative third. And so what I'm thinking about is 9 minus 4 times 10 to the negative third. And I know the yellow pen is kind of hard to see, so let me switch pens. So that would be 5 times 10 to the negative third, and that is in scientific notation, so that would be my final answer. Okay, let's look at number 6. If I was looking at number 6, I could either change it right now to scientific notation, or I could actually just add them up and then put them in scientific notation. And so that's what I'm going to do. Remember, when we add decimals, we want to line up the decimal place. And so this would result in 65, let's see, that's tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000. So 65 10,000ths. But again, we want to write all answers in scientific notation. So I'm going to take 65 10,000ths, and I'm going to write it as a number between 1 and 10 times the power of 10. So 1, 2, 3 spaces over. So this would be 6.5, 6 and 5/10 times 10 to the negative third. Back to the front for a moment. Is if you've got different powers of 10, go ahead and look over here. If you've got different powers of 10, because of the place value, if the numbers in scientific notation do not have the same power of 10, you can choose to convert one of the numbers, giving it the same power of 10. Otherwise, you can actually write it in standard and then solve it out and rewrite it in scientific, kind of what we did here in problem number 6. If you flip onto the back of your worksheet, we're actually going to have some more complicated problems back here. So on the front side, we were adding or subtracting, and they had the same power of 10. Now back here, they are different powers of 10. So what we're going to do, So I'll show it both ways. I'll show method 1, and I will also show method number 2 on 2 separate problems. So in the first method, what we're really doing here is we would like to make them into the same power. So I want you to go ahead and write a note at the top of your sheet. And I want that note to say change to the higher power, change to the higher power, and move left. Now, you don't actually have to change to the higher power. You could switch it to the lower power, but just to be consistent and have a strategy to use, changing it to the higher power is usually the easier thing to do. So let's go ahead and look. It says 4 7/10 times 10 to the 7th plus 3 4/10 times 10 to the 6th. So the higher power is the 7th, so I'm going to keep this one the way it is, 4.7 times 10 to the 7th plus. Now I want to make this next expression into a value where it would say something times 10 to the 7th. So let's kind of pull this number up here for a moment and look at it. If I back this up once to the left, 34 hundredths times 10 to the 7th is equivalent to 3 4/10 times 10 to the 6th. So we're just going to use the other version of it, 34 hundredths times 10 to the 7th, in order to make the values have a same exponent, same power of 10. So now that they are both 10 to the 7th, we can just go ahead and add them. So 4 7/10 plus 34 hundredths. If you go ahead and set that up, remembering that we need to have the decimal place lined up, we get 5 4/100 times 10 to the 7th power. And that is in scientific notation, so we'll leave it as is. Okay, let's try method 2 for this next one. If I were to expand out the number 9 times 10 to the 5th, I'm expanding it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. So it becomes the number 90,000 minus, now I'm going to expand out the number 8 times 10 to the 4th, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, my decimal or my comma was just in the wrong spot. Okay, let me erase for a second. Okay, 900,000 minus 80,000 would be 820,000. And then we would need to write this in scientific notation. So we're going to bump backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal spaces. So it would be 8 2/10 times 10 to the 5th. So you can do the adding and subtracting either way, whatever makes most sense for you. All right, thanks for watching.